congratulations for your new film, Human Resources.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for speaking to us about this wonderful film. So let's ask that obligatory question. What initially attracted you to a project like this?
I actually like the script. That's what really attracted me to the project. I like the script, and also when I got to meet Braden, Evan, and Kendall in person, I liked their energy. I liked I liked the their energy matched with the script, and I could just tell that they were going to see this all the way through, even though they were 19, and I had no reason to believe that some 19-year-olds were going to follow through on a film. I believe they would, and shockingly, we're here.
So that begs the question because I also read that like the entire crew, none of them were over 20 years old at the time when I
None of
mean
them. 19, 17, 16, yeah. They were just all very young making this movie.
so what was it like working with a crew like that? I mean, that makes you like one of the most experienced people on set.
Yeah, it was fun. Like they're again, the energy was great on set. Like they all kind of went to this film high school out here together, OSHA. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, if I'm pronouncing that right. So as a group, they kind of grew up, making projects. So they were already very comfortable running a set, and it conveyed. It all worked out because it was just their energy was great. They're very professional. They all know what they're doing. They all like understood their role and position on the set. So it was like there was really no issues. It was like one of the smoothest things I've ever been on. I told them then, like, you guys are going to get paid a lot to do this because this is one of the most professional sets I've ever been on. And there's nothing but 16, 17, 18, and 19-year-olds running it.
That's amazing, and you've been on a few professional productions yourself,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this is quite different.
Yeah. I was stunned. I was shocked. So
So for a film like Human Resources here, what genre do you like try to put your head into? Did you put this into like sort of like a mystery or a horror type of film?
see, that was the thing to me because when I initially, read the script, it was like, oh, there's like a lot of funny moments in here, and there's like a lot of detective kind of like mystery stuff going on in here. It's not just like a horror thing; it's like a hybrid horror. It's like, like that's what it felt like to me. It was just like something a little different.
So how did you want to approach your character, Sam Coleman? Because I want to say he's not quite that employee of the month type of character.
No, he isn't. Oh well, my approach for Sam was basically just bringing just a lot of nervousness. Like day one, that was what my idea of it was, and immediately Braden was like, "I need more than that. I need way more nervousness. I need way more anxiety. I need sweat. I need I need like struggling to speak type of nervousness." And that's where we started turning Sam into what he was.
Was that a hard thing for you to do to play that you know very anxious, very how can you say sort I don't want to say I don't want to describe your character as clumsy, but he was kind of clumsy.
He's pretty clumsy. No, it wasn't really hard to play it because at I was that guy at moments in my life. I was that clumsy, nervous guy at moments in my life. But for me, I didn't really see Sam as that nervous, and that initially I was just like, oh, he's just you know just a little rough on the edges with people, a little antisocial. But yeah, Braden and Evan felt like no, like this character is like us. Like there was like this is us. Like we're this nervous guy. I want him to be way up, the nervousness way up, anxiety way up. Trust me, we were in these shoes. I worked in these department stores. Bring the nervousness, bring the anxiety.
Well, at least you didn't have to like do like background research by working at a hardware store yourself.
No, I didn't have to do that.
Now, of course, I guess one of the biggest advantages for like a indie film like this is it's a very small cast, but in this case, you got to interact with very good actors and very, I want to say, eccentric characters in a film like this. So tell us about that experience.
It was great. I loved our crew, our cast, and the crew. But I thought everyone was so talented. Like when we were doing our rehearsals, preparing for the principal shooting, that's all I was thinking is like, man, we're these are some really good talented actors. Like I can't believe we're all here in this moment having this sharing the same experience. And it was I was proud of that. It was a beautiful thing. I thought that they casted very well. The people were all of them are really cool guys and girls. Sarah's super cool. Everybody's really nice and talented and focused. Like we all were really focused on making this project as as best it can be. Because I mean, it's just a low budget indie, and that's pretty much we just all wanted to bring the passion, and I think everybody did.
And I certainly think you did too. But correct me if I'm wrong. Is this your first lead role, or you been in this position before? Because you carried
It's
a few
my
movies.
Well, yeah, when we started filming this, it was my first lead in a feature. I had done a couple of short lead roles in short films, but this was my first lead role in a feature film. It was like my third or fourth year of acting, I believe, and it was like what maybe a year and a half before the pandemic. So it was kind of I felt like it was we had like a good it was a a good momentum thing going, and then boom, everything shut down, and we kind of had to navigate those roadblocks that were kind of put up as far as um closings and you can't film and you can't be outside and yada yada yada. So it was not my first lead, but it was definitely my first lead in a feature, and it was an amazing experience. Amazing. I mean, it was just amazing.
Tell about this makeshift hardware store and filming all in a single location. Was it really a hardware store?
Well, no, we filmed in like four locations, and
Oh,
we shot in two different Ace Hardware stores while they were open.
oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And one of them had a parrot for some reason that just kept talking the entire time. I'm not sure if you can hear it in the movie. I got to next time I watch a movie, I got to listen for it because there was a parrot that spoke the entire time we were there. But yeah, we shot in two Ace Hardware stores, an office building. We shot in a school too. I think that scene got removed. Yeah, we shot in like a school. That scene got cut out. But yeah, a lot of fun.
I can't imagine doing a production with like customers in the store. I mean, that's wait, was that weird for you, or was it weird for customers noticing?
I think it was a weird experience for everybody involved. Like even the employees were kind of like, and we're kind of like, and customers are like, what is happening? Everybody's like, what is going on? Customers walking in through the scene on set and just asking random questions. Uh, Anthony Kendall literally helped a customer mid scene. Like that was one of the funniest things I ever saw. Like ever, like just mid scene, just stopped. Aisle 16, and then kept going. I was like, this man is a professional.
Now, I want to say the funnest scene that I watched here, obviously, that everyone expected is the fighting montage scene. Tell us about the doing that fighting montage scene for yourself and how delightful and fun that was for you.
I would say it was probably one of my. It was probably one of the more fun days for me. I some days were just kind of, but that day, that day was amazing. That was we shot it in like on a studio, I believe their school studio somewhere, and had all the mats set up. We had all the blood everywhere. We had all the extras that I was going to kill, and started coordinating it. Running through different ways to do it, different angles to make it just like it's already like kind of a low budget film. So we want to make this scene just as best as we can. So the preparing and then finally shooting it, so much fun, so much excitement, so much energy, and so exhausting, like so exhausting. Oh man, it was just, I'm drenched in the fake blood. It's freezing cold. Plus also my adrenaline's rushing. I'm slinging this axe around, swinging at things, and oh, just thinking about it, it was just exciting. It was just a lot of fun. It was that's the kind of stuff when you're like, you're thinking to yourself, oh, I want to be an actor. That's the kind of stuff you like. You kind of think like you want to shoot just fun, actiony stuff mixed in with the all the other
So,
dialogue and drama.
so was that the most challenging thing you had to do on this production yourself?
um, hmm, it'll probably be one of them. Yeah, it'll probably be one of them. Up there with the monologue scene. We shot that in a garage they made at Penny's house, and it was like one of the hottest days of summer that year. It was so hot. It was like 100 and something in that garage, and that's when I shot the monologue scene and a couple other scenes like that, and that was probably up there too, just because that scene, that monologue is, and the heat and everything was just like, ugh, it's bearing down on me right now, and just the experience right there, it kind of just hits you emotionally, like, wow, we're almost done. We're almost done filming this. Oh my god, you know. It was that was probably up there too with that scene.
Wow. It sounds like it was a lot of fun, especially hearing the stories and challenges and experiences of an indie film. So, Hugh, tell us what's next up for you.
Oh, next up, I have a movie called The Night They Came Home coming out. It's a Western starring Danny Trejo, Robert Carradine, Jesse Cove, who else? Tim Abel, Brian Austin Green's in it, his son's in it. There's so many talented people in it. There's just a lot of talented people. It's about the Rufus Butt Gang. I'm one of the Rufus Butt Gang members. And it's about this gang that was kind of went on this kind of Indian black Cherokee-ish gang. I believe a lot of them were mixed like that, and they were just wreaking havoc, committing a lot of crimes in this I don't want to say the wrong area. But I believe it was like Oklahoma. So, and it's a true story, based on a true story, and that's that it's a sad story. It's just a sad story about these young kids that just go around this violent killing spree based off of how they were treated at their school that they went to. They were abused and molested and treated horribly, and then they in turn went on to do the same thing.
Mm.
So that's what I got coming out next. Not as fun as a project as Human Resources, and not as not as but a little bit darker than. But that's what I got coming out next.
I was gonna say that is quite a shift from a mystery.
Yes, and funny enough, my name in that is Sam also. So that's also I also play a Sam in that movie.
Well, hey, you
Just
know what?
two different Sams. Definitely two different Sams.
Well, it's been a delight chatting with you about human resources. I'm going to have to replay and listen for that parrot again to see where that actually happens. But Hugh, it's been a pleasure. Hey, congratulations and thank you once again for speaking to us about human resources. Everyone should check this out, especially if they love indie mystery horrors, because this was a lot of fun.
It was. Thank you so much, Gig. I appreciate that.